Hi guys, my name is Tony Denmark. If you are new here, welcome. And if you're old here, welcome back. Today's video is just gonna be different alternatives for like a post-bac during your gap year before medical school. If you guys watched my other videos, I told you guys that I was doing a post-bac program this fall. Change of plans. I'm actually gonna do like a DIY post-bac program. So the program that I was about to go into was like a program specifically made for getting into medical school. So I had a pre-med advisor, and then that advisor met with me and we had made a plan on the classes that I'm going to retake and then the classes that I am going to take. And then also they did have some MCAT study resources, and then the rest of the students in the program were all doing the same thing. So we had that little community of people doing the same thing. So that was going to be very helpful. But that was in Cleveland, and I am up here in Ohio, like with no family really, and like all the people I know, my friends who I consider my second family, they are all in the area that I live in right now. So I decided that it'd just make more sense if I stay somewhere where I know and where I feel safe, because going up there to Cleveland, I wouldn't even be living in Cleveland. I would have had to commuted 30 minutes from a different city. It's a safer city, but like 30 minutes commuting to classes to Cleveland, it just didn't make sense in the end for me. So here I am. It really worked out for the better. I should make another point with the post-bac program like I was gonna do in Cleveland. I wouldn't earned anything. I would only get a certificate saying that I completed the program. I wouldn't have like a second degree or anything like that. So that was like the con for me. And then the other thing, and so just those two, they were like more heavy enough for me to just drop the program. So here, I am doing a DIY post-bac program, and I'm actually going to get something out of it. So I'm doing the medical laboratory program, and it's a medical laboratory technician, which is like a 2-year degree. So I guess it's associates. And then since I already have my biology degree, my bachelor's in biology degree, after I go through this program, all I would have to do is work as a medical laboratory technician for a year, and then take the board certification tests, and then I would become a medical laboratory scientist. So there's just levels here, and the medical laboratory scientist is like equivalent to a bachelor's degree in medical laboratory science. So right now I'm doing the medical laboratory tech, which is 2 years. Unfortunately, they couldn't shorten it to make it any shorter, since I did already take half the classes that is required for that program, but that will be okay. I have a plan and I'll go over that in just a little bit. There are programs out there that is like an accelerated program, accelerated medical laboratory tech program, and it is specifically made for people who already has their biology or chemistry degree, bachelor's of course, and it's designed specifically for them, and they get them through the classes in a year, and then they're out in the field working. The only reason why I didn't do a program like that is just because I decided to do this too late. Usually those programs you would have to apply in like months in advance, and I had just missed the deadline. Like I didn't realize this is what I wanted to do. So if you're in my same situation here, you can do that. Just go ahead and look early and look for those programs. Usually they're offered at like hospitals and stuff, and you'll be in and out in a year. But anyway, I'm doing a 2-year gap year anyway. So I would have liked to do that program for a year and then work for a year, but unfortunately that's not how it turned out, but it is okay. I would honestly have an easy class load. I'll be taking 2 to 3 classes per semester, and that would be for 2 years. And by the time I finish it, hopefully I will start medical school. But you may be wondering, why am I doing this program if I'm never gonna work as a medical laboratory tech? The program is going to look really great on medical applications because you're taking just I consider it upper level, like urinalysis, hematology, immunology, and just more classes like that. And if I can get the good grades in these classes and show medical schools like, look, like I did great in these classes, and they can be arguably harder than some of the classes that I took for my undergrad. And so that is kind of what I'm doing here. And then also the classes that I do need to retake, hence like the post-bac title that I'm trying to enforce here, but the classes that I do need to retake, like genetics, I will be taking in addition to the medical laboratory courses. And this is all at a state school, like a community college, yes. So it's gonna be so much cheaper than my original plans. It's closer, and they offer the classes that I need to retake, and I'm gonna get something out of this. So the pros just really outweighed the other pros to the other program. Yes, that's what I'm gonna be doing this fall. I'm going to be doing that program along with retaking like genetics, and then maybe like in the spring I will retake another class. And oh, also there are medical laboratory student jobs that I could actually work as right now. So they're going to be more like assistant to the medical laboratory tech. And you remember earlier I said they had those levels. So it's going to go like medical lab. Honestly, it could start from the pathologist, and then you got your medical laboratory scientist, and then you got your medical laboratory technician, and then the student would be right underneath them, and it'd be like a medical lab assistant. And I can get jobs like that as long as I'm enrolled into this program, which would be amazing. They just don't pay as well, but still, like, you're working in healthcare, and you could also put that on your medical school applications. And yeah, so really this route here that I'm doing is more for if you're taking 2 or more gap years before medical school. Even if you're just taking 1 gap year, just taking the classes, like I said earlier, it'll look great. You know, you did great into it. And then even if you don't get into medical school that first application cycle, you can take the next year and work as a medical laboratory or technician. And that's if you did the accelerated program. But yeah, you can take that. If you don't get into medical school, you can work and get that experience and also put that on your next application. This route is going to be very great for me. I'm excited. I did all my research on it, and I can make more videos about it for if people wants to go this route, because honestly I haven't heard much of people going this route for their gap years. And so that's why I'm really excited about it, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So hopefully this video helped. I know it's more specific to like people taking 2 or more gap years or whatever, but I think it's going to be pretty great. So make sure to subscribe if you want to see that journey of me going through the program, and then I will be applying to medical school in exactly a year. And I also will be taking the MCAT within the next year. So please make sure to subscribe if you want to be a part of that journey. And I really appreciate you guys watching. Make sure to like this video, and I will see you next time. Bye.